This is a Big Facts Network exclusive.
You got all this talent and you done found all this talent. Do you think you get your just due for finding all this talent in Atlanta?
I don't, because a lot of people don't know.
Ain't nowhere, I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
Nowhere in the hell you get your just due.
Yes.
Because I don't even know this stuff, but I'm learning a lot of this stuff today, and I'm one of your partners.
Yeah. And where you hear the other two people I put out?
Go, let me know now.
Right after the Dream.
Before Atlanta had a grip on the rap game, the city had a pioneer paving the way, Raheem The Dream. He wasn't just rapping, he was building the blueprint. One of the first to press up his own records, one of the first to prove Atlanta didn't need cosigns from New York or LA. And when it came to getting his music heard, he didn't wait for the radio. Atlanta's strip clubs were his radio station. Magic City, the Gentleman's Club, the Blue Flame. If the dancers rocked with it, the city followed. Then came Freaknik. Raheem's songs weren't just playing in the background. They became the anthems for the biggest street party in Atlanta's history. The sound, the energy, the feeling. He gave the city its heartbeat. Raheem The Dream was more than an artist. He was an innovator, an entrepreneur, and one of the first to prove that Atlanta could stand on its own 2 feet. Now that's Atlanta culture.
Back at you again with another episode of Atlanta Coaches Podcast, man. I got a special guest with me today, man. A guy I looked up to for so many years. A guy that molded me as a rapper. I looked up to this guy, man. He's one of the pioneers of Atlanta rap music, a legend. Raheem The Dream. What up, man?
Thank you, man, for having me here.
Hey, man, I'm just glad you came by to fuck with me, bro.
Anytime, man, when I looked and saw your name was on the message, I said, give me that ASAP. They said, but you know you're doing something that day. I say, cancel.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I'm here with you, man.
Hey, look, I respect you, man. We're going to goddamn get into your whole life on this motherfucker, man. We're going to find out. The people going to know who the fuck Raheem is.
That's right.
And how important he is to the city.
Okay.
So this is Atlanta Coaches Podcast. So this is an Atlanta-themed podcast. So what hospital was you born in?
Man, I was born in Dallas, Texas in 1967. Parkland Hospital, where John F. K. died at. That's where Raheem The Dream was born.
So when did you come to Atlanta?
I was 12 years old when we first moved to Atlanta. And so I came around the time of missing and murdered kids with the thing that was going on in Atlanta.
Wayne
Williams. So I'm in elementary, Venetian elementary school.
Okay.
So, all our parents was like, get home, don't open the doors, don't go outside till I get off work. So we was in that area, y'all.
So what elementary school did you go to, and then what high school you graduated from?
I went to Venetian Hills Elementary and graduated and went to Thero High School.
Thero High
School. I was at Panther, y'all.
Southwest Atlanta.
Southwest, DJ Toomp, all those big time producers over there.
Okay.
Big Oomp Records.
Quay, Polo Brothers.
Polo the Don, Quavo,
Backbone, Thero High.
Wow.
There's a lot of them.
Yes.
Thero produced a lot of great people in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
Including Raheem The Dream.
Raheem The Dream, baby.
Hey, man, so you are considered one of the pioneers of Atlanta music scene, right? Do you feel like you get your just due and your flowers?
You know what? I do now. I do now. At one point, I wasn't getting them, but I wasn't complaining. I wasn't crying. And all of a sudden, Mayor Kasim Reed, before he got out of office, awarded me with a proclamation for the city of Atlanta. That was in 2016. Along with that, he gave me the Phoenix Award. That's the highest award a mayor can give a citizen. So I got both of those awards before he got out. And after that, I just started getting awards every other month. Legendary award. Being in the game so many years, like this is my 40th year in the record industry.
So you had a label called Tight to Death, right? You discovered a lot of Atlanta artists, such as Drama, Young Dro, The Dream.
Yep.
You produced Shawty Red.
Shawty Red produced my first artist, yeah. And he was 15 years old when he did Drama album.
So what's the story behind all these artists that you had? Give me a little gist of the things that you did with these artists.
Man, it was in 98 when I had The Most Beautiful Girl out. So I'm traveling the world, and I came back in and come to a friend's birthday party. And at the party, I met Drummer. Drummer pulled me to the side and said, yo, Raheem, I'm Drummer. I rap. I want you to hear me. I said, cool, the party's going on. So we stepped to the side. Drummer started beating on his chest. He made the beat on his chest. It sounded like a drum machine. I was like, dang, if nothing else you can beat, right? So he started saying, left, right, left, get on up, forward march. I'm listening, I say.
So that was the song
off the rip, beating on his chest with the beat. So I said, I'm going to call you tomorrow. He did not know I was going to call him tomorrow. I called him and said, I need to get you with a producer. I called Twin Productions. Twin say, we got a new young producer. He's 15 years old. Shawty Red, bring him over, bring Drummer over. Drummer's 17. Shawty Red, 15. So we put them in the living room. They had a whole little setup. So I said, what you guys need to eat? Because I'm still working Beautiful Girl. So I'm traveling, selling records, doing interviews. I left them in the house, Twin Production house. Come back about 4 hours later, they got like 7 songs done.
So was that Shawty Red's first hit?
Shawty Red's first hit, Left, Right, Left.
Left, Right, Left.
Went platinum on the first hit.
That is crazy.
And that was Drummer's first hit, Shawty Red's first production on it. 15, 17 years old with a #1 record. He was #2 on the Billboard before I got the deal. You know how hard that is? You independent and you got the entire world, Motown, Universal, MCA, Sony, all these big time budgets and artists selling their records. And then I come out of Atlanta, Georgia, little old Tight to Death Records. My very first artist, Drummer, Left, Right, Left, go straight to #1 on all the regional radio stations. I only had him in 3 states, but we was #2 in the country. That's how many units he was selling. We selling 10,000 a week. Every label in the world was trying to find me. So when they finally got in touch with me, Def Jam called first. So we flew up, Kevin Lyles. We talked. We didn't do the deal. A week later, Atlantic Records called, Mike Cameron. He said, what?
White boy Mike Cameron.
He said, where you guys gonna be next week? Because I've been missing y'all. Every city y'all go to with Drummer, I would just get there the day after y'all leave. And they say, well, they just sold out last night. They gone to another city. Where you gonna be this week? I said, wherever you want us to be. He said, well, we want to fly you out of New York. We want to sign you ASAP. They got the right money, right budget, the right team. We did the deal that day.
Mike Cameron was getting everything out of Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me about young Dro. How did you find Dro?
Dro came right out the Drummer. Dro and Fabo came together. I met him. He came to me, gave me a little demo tape. It was a cassette, y'all. I'm riding to him, listening to him, like, boy, this boy bad. And in the record, his name was DeJuan Hart, which is his real name. So he rapping about make a little room for DeJuan Hart, blah, blah, blah. So I talked to him, I said, you can rap your ass off, man. I say, what's your rap name? He said, DeJuan Hart. I said, it's your real name too. He said, yeah. I said, I'm gonna name you something else you don't mind. I kept listening to him. I said, I'm gonna have a name by the end of this week. I said, boy, so fire, I'm gonna call him Dro, D-R-O.
So you the one that gave
I named Dro. So Dro got his name from Raheem The Dream.
Y'all hear that, man? Y'all heard it first on Atlanta Culture page, man.
I named young Dro. He was fire. His first album's called I Got That Dro. Yep. And follow up behind him was Fabo with that, the Lappy Tappy and all that gig, all that. I saw all this in that man then.
So how did that work? So did you just have Fabo or was
I
it
signed both of them.
So you signed both of them?
The D4L was a whole nother set across town. I signed Young Dro, which was just Dro at that time.
Gotcha.
And I signed Fabo, put both of them in nice apartments in Riverdale, paid their lease off for a year. So all y'all focus on is just going to the studio and making hits.
Gotcha.
And doing shows and radio interviews.
So tell me about some things about Fabo.
Fabo is so energetic, man. We on the road, and every time we pop out the Tight to Death van, we got that music playing. Dro will be just laid back, just chilling, you know. I got that Dro, that was the name of the album. He playing that, yes, sir. So we bumping them, and I tell each artist, we running each one of y'all at a time. So when we run him, all of us get behind this one. And then the next one, we all get behind you. So we was pushing Dro's, yes, sir. So Fabo get out, Fabo get out, and the music bumping, yes, sir. He said, Raheem, I got this new one. He's pumping on, Fabo, blah, blah, blah. So he had that energy back then. He was animated back then.
No doubt. No
So
doubt.
we were like, okay, we don't get to see Fabo. We gonna run this draw right quick. All right. So we naturally blew up both of them.
Yeah.
Put them on my shows. Follow up right behind him was The Dream. That was the big R&B star y'all who wrote for Rihanna, Whitney, Mariah, putting all those hits out. His name is Terrius The Dream Nash. Wonder why he got The Dream. Raheem The Dream.
Look, man, you not only finding these motherfuckers, you giving them the goddamn star-ass names with it. God damn.
And I did that with him. His name was Terrius Nash, if you look on his first album.
Yeah.
Next one, it was Terrius The Dream Nash. That's when, and we'll get to this story, that's when I went to the hospital and he thought I was going to pass. We'll get to that story.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
Say, I'm going to carry his name on for him. The Dream.
Gotcha.
Terrius The Dream Nash.
So this going to lead up to this next question.
Yes, sir.
You got all this talent and you done found all this talent. Do you think you get your just due for finding all this talent in Atlanta?
I don't, because a lot of people don't know.
Ain't nowhere, I'm going to keep it real.
Yeah.
Nowhere in the hell you get your just due. Because I don't even know this stuff, but I'm learning a lot of this stuff today, and I'm one of your partners.
Yeah. And where you hear the other two people I put out?
Go, let me know now.
Right after The Dream.
Yep.
And then when I got out of this hospital, we're going to go back to tell you about the hospital, but when I got out of the hospital, I was healing up. 6 months later, it's in 2004. Before I went to the hospital, guess what, y'all? My partner called. He said, Raheem, he worked at the radio. He said, man, it's a group so hot on Bankhead and all the clubs. I said, what's their name and what song? He say, sing him a white tee, bang him a white tee. All in the club spit. Get what I got on, in my white tee. All right?
Yeah.
Franchise boys, them franchise boys.
Yeah.
So Coco brother was working at the radio station. He called me, say they super hot ride, everybody confidence record. I want to send them to you because they need some management, they need a label. They came to Tight to Death. I got them a deal in about a week and a half.
Well, let me rewind a little bit. So speaking of Joe and Fabo, did you know they was gonna be biggest stars as they were back then?
Absolutely. Everybody I find, I can see them being a star. And I can take you from your birth name to being a star. When I got them, nobody had none of these groups I'm telling you about. They wasn't on nobody label. Independent or major. I got them butt naked. You know, just straight from the ear and a vision. So I took Drummer to #1, Dro, Fabo, franchise boys behind them, did a major deal, bam. Fast forward, after the hospital accident, I'm gonna come back to that, y'all. I get out and I find this young boy, Yola the Great, had the hottest day in the club. I ain't gonna let up, I ain't gonna shut up, I ain't gonna never let nobody get to me. Oh my God. This man was ridiculous hot.
So I heard this and I knew this too. So they said when you was going through your rehab, was Yola one of the inspirations with that song to keep you going? When
I ain't
you
gonna
was
let
going
up,
through that?
that's right.
Okay.
I ain't gonna let up, I ain't gonna say, never let nobody get to me.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. But I want to rewind again. I want to go back to the beginning of your career.
Okay.
And one of my favorite songs, let me just give y'all a little bit of history. So back in the day, we didn't have rap on the radio. We didn't have rap like they have it now.
Nope.
We only had 2 hours. Was it 2 hours?
Friday night.
10
to 12.
And it was Darren Fears and the Fresh Part.
Yep.
So when I first, it was 2 songs that I remember by heart. One of them was
Eric B. and Rakim.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Woo!
And it was Microphone Fiend. Then the other one was Come On Every Friday. Eliminator, nader.
Right.
And that was your goddamn song, Raheem.
Yes, in 87. 87, 86, I had Raheem The Dream. 87, I felt that Atlanta needed something hard, needed something lyrical, because LL had Bad.
Look, so that's why I'm going to get to that too.
Yeah.
So back then, a lot of people said Atlanta rappers sound like New York rappers. So were y'all trying to rap like New York rappers back then?
No.
Because that song sounded like a New York song.
What we was trying to do was let them know that we can come lyrical and we can come hard and we got the scratches too. I had DJ Toomp in there cutting.
Okay.
In I'm a native. Yeah.
That thing was deep, yeah.
So we came like that, and New York was like, okay, they got some people in the South. We didn't even know y'all know how to talk in the South. That's how New York.
Yeah. They ain't respect that.
Yeah, they ain't respect nothing. If you wasn't from New York, they ain't even respect New Jersey rappers.
We some country bunkers to them niggas.
Yeah, Atlanta. Y'all just better buy Fresh Fest tickets and come and see our show when we come down there to the Omni.
Look, them motherfuckers wasn't even at the Omni then. They were doing some goddamn club or some shit back then.
Yeah. So you right about the radio. You can only hear us Friday night. But that's what helped us blow up. The Fresh Party consists of Atlanta artists.
Yep.
MC Shawty, Raheem The Dream, Kilo Wale, Sammy Sam, you name us, we was on the Fresh Party. So we became famous from the Fresh Party. So everybody got, like you said, got their tape on, record and pause, and they come on Friday night 10 to 12. When they go off, then we go into the club.
So was you able to get a record deal then?
Well, we had our own record label.
Okay.
And we had Arvis Records.
Okay.
And that was King J to everybody now. He was one of the first independent black-owned record labels in Atlanta. And he started his in 86. And that was with my record, August 2nd.
So what was the distribution like back then?
Well, distribution was hard, but they had small independent chains like Justin Distributor, BMG, all these small labels that had distribution. And they would only sell your stuff to chains like, at that time we had Turtles, Camelot, Peppermint. So if you got in those chains, you was hit.
Yeah, you was the man, you got in Turtles.
So I would go to Greenbrier Mall and go through Peppermint and see how many 12 inches I had. They're like, oh!
12 inches.
The 12 inches.
You done took a motherfucker back.
We took them back.
These kids don't know nothing about that 12
big vinyl right there that your mama had to put a record on to a record. And them DJ was scratching. So I go in the store and I count them. I said, ooh, got 20 Raheem The Dream records in here. 2 days later, I go out, I got 16 people that came and bought my 12 inch.
Look, you was keep counting that shit.
I was going they ain't know that was me because there wasn't no picture on the cover.
But what's crazy about that shit now you got streaming and you don't even know what the fuck you got.
You don't know where your record.
You can't count that shit.
Can't count it. They had to do that when I mean the people that makes all the money off you did that so you couldn't count your money. You know, they said, oh, you get a 0.5% per stream and all that. You like, how many streams I got? You got 1 billion streams and add that up and then you got to subtract. I was like, what's going on? You know, see, when we were doing it, you had the hard copy, you had 12 inch, you had the cassette and the CD.
So what was your percentage back then off of it? So what was you getting off every record sale then?
Yeah, at that time, when I was on the independent label, we didn't have that constructed yet.
Okay.
Because they didn't know, this is his first label and my first record. So we was like, how much you need this month? What your bills like? Here's $2,500, here's $1,500, here's, make sure all my bills paid, wardrobe, stuff like that. And we did shows. So when I learned the record business was when I started my own label.
Gotcha.
I was on his label for 4 years, independent. Once I learned how to do it, I said, I'm going to start my own record label. So it was RTD Records before Type the Death. And the RTD is Raheem The Dream Records.
So I want to ask you this. So back then, your mom was running the label then too, right? Or she was your manager?
No, she started in when I started Type the Death.
Okay.
When I signed Drummer and Young Dro.
Okay.
This was right before I did them. I put my own music out first.
So what was her role in everything?
She was VP.
She was the VP?
Yeah, Dr. Raheem was the VP of Type the Death Records. And she was in charge of the financial affairs.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure the checks get in.
Okay. So how did that mold you far as, well, you had already been in the industry that long for then. So did you teach her a lot of things to get her on, to get her right where she was?
Well, what happened was I was selling so many records. My checks was looking like $28,000 a month.
Okay.
$45,000. And it's just from selling my records to the distributor. independent, I was still making 10, 15,000 a week hitting the stove myself.
Gotcha.
So I said, Mom, I'm gonna need a little help. Cause Mama, a PhD, she know how to run businesses, she know ran businesses. So I said, Mom, I need some help. She said, okay, I handle your finances. Right at that time, that's when I got the deal with Atlantic Records.
Gotcha.
With drummer left, right, left. She made sure the checks was coming in.
So let me bag up a little bit on that. So your biggest hit and what a lot of people know you for is Beautiful Girl, right?
Yeah.
So how did that song come about? What year was it? And tell me about how you made that song and how it come about.
Yeah. Well, that was in 98. World famous producer, Red Money.
Gotcha.
Red Low called me. He said, Raheem, I got something for you. Custom made for you. He said, I'm finna email it to you. He emailed, dum, 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 dum. I'm like, I like that. Got that Prince feel. Then he got that 808 up tempo, 130 tempo riding. I got in the car, popped it in, and wrote the song on 285. Came back home, Beautiful Girl was written.
So check this out. How did that catapult your career?
Man, that shot me out the roof. That record went #1 for me. That was my biggest selling record to date. That record right there had me I'm still doing shows 26 years later.
Off that song?
Off that record.
Still E.
Still
so let me ask you this. You said it got that Prince feel, but we know that was actually a Prince sample. How the hell did you get Prince to clear a goddamn sample for a nigga in Georgia?
A black man in Georgia. Well, my connection was this. Once we got the record hot, I got a record deal with a gentleman in California. His dad got him in the game. His dad, one of them billionaires, and he gave his son a record label. His son signed me. I gave him the record. He got it cleared. That's how much poor they got. He wasn't a black man, he wasn't a white man. I think he was Italian or somebody that's got connections everywhere. He did it. I was looking at him like, whoa, I'm with the right team. We clear everything. We know everyone.
So who on that hook, man? A lot of people don't know who on that hook.
Y'all gonna trip out who on that hook.
Tell them who on that hook.
The Most Beautiful Girl, Terry's The Dream Nash is on that hook. And he was singing it with a group I had signed. The group was called Guess Who? They was gonna be like the New Edition. They was the 5-member group out of Atlanta, different parts of Atlanta, and I signed them in 98. And they was all 18 and 19 years old. All of them had just graduated.
Okay.
So Terry stood out on the record. They never came to practice at that time because they were young boys, 19 years old, look good. They got a deal with Raheem. They out there getting all the girls.
Okay.
Stop practicing, stop writing. Only one was showing up was Terry's The Dream Nash.
He was serious about that.
Serious. He also...
Tell the people what part he did on the song.
He did The Most Beautiful Girl. Then when it break down, that whole section, he did that all by himself.
Okay.
And he also did another dirty song I had called I Wanna Fuck You. That was him singing that.
Okay.
That was him.
Okay. Dream was goddamn writing hits early.
Dream was writing it back then. So he was on like six or seven of my songs. So I did a little compilation exclusively called The Dream and The Dream.
So I want to ask you this too. So what happened with you not being able to keep all these people too?
Well, my main thing was just to blow the groups up. One big album and get you to a major. And the reason why I did that is because a lot of groups, even today, can't go in with the rough and tough fight from the concrete on up and stick and dodge and do it the hard way. So my thing was, I'm gonna blow you up, take you #1, and I'm gonna get you with Atlantic or Universal and let them take you worldwide. I can't take you to Italy. I can't take you to Canada. I can blow you up in the southeast region of of Georgia. So I want you to make the big money ASAP. Because a lot of people ain't come from the school where I come from. I can stick it out independent.
Yeah.
Because independent, I was making way more money
than anybody that had a major anyway.
Yeah.
You were,
So for give you an example, say if I'm on a major and I sell 1 million records, my check may be $100,000. Okay, and guess what? That's before they take out expenses.
What you got to recoup.
So now they got to take out my video money, my promotion money, my budget money, my production money. Say they take out $250,000 out of my $100,000 check. Now I'm in the hole $150,000 to the label. So I'm platinum, but I'm in the hole.
Yeah.
So now I gotta stay to do my next album so I can see something.
Yeah.
That's how the TLCs and all that stay to see the second and third album.
So that's how they was only making money off shows.
Off shows.
Like that.
So I said to myself, Raheem The Dream as an artist not gonna do that, but I'm gonna teach the artist and I'm gonna help you get money and I'm gonna show you where your money really comes from. So the label's not gonna give you that, but I'm gonna show you how to survive. You got endorsements, you got tours, merchandise, publishing money. I can show you how to get rich. So that's what I was showing the artists.
So let's rewind a little bit, man. Let's get back to franchise, man. How did you help get them and how did you mold them into what they were today?
Yep.
Spiritually, mentally, and all that, all the above.
When I first met the franchise boys, I was introduced to them by legendary radio host Coco Brother.
Gotcha.
He called me, said, Raheem, I know you into blowing artists up. You blew up Drove, Fabo, Drummer. I need you to help me with these boys. I said, what is it? Turn my radio show on. Watch these people go crazy over this record. So turn on. I say, White Tees, that's hot in the clubs. He said, yeah. They don't have no management. They don't have no record label.
Gotcha.
Help these guys. I met with them, got the pictures done, got the single done, sent the single out to all my radio connects. Now White Tees are bumping on all those stations. They get hot. Universal call. The A&R call first. This is too funny. A&R call. He said, yo, Raheem, heard you got a group that's hot. Want to send you an offer. I said, okay. And at that time, we had the fax machines. So he faxed me an offer. I looked at the offer. I'm going to get right to it. I went right to where it say money. It say, we offered $25,000 whole dollars to the franchise boy single White Tees.
Yeah.
I say, I got to call him back to tell him this. I'm not going to fax this back. He got on phone, A&R Atlantic Records. I said, how you doing?
Yeah.
Well, it was Universal Records. A&R Universal Records. Said, this Raheem, you had left me a fax? Said, yeah, about the franchise boys, you guys are doing a great job. I said, yeah, but sorry to tell you, I'm not going to be able to do a deal for that amount of money. We're making that a week. And he said, oh, I'm so sorry. I say, no problem. It happens. Click. One day later, I got a call from the president of Universal Records. Raheem, forgive that call, forgive that. That was my A&R just doing his job. I said, okay, what's going on? He said, we like to do a real deal.
What was the offer?
I'm going to give you an offer right now. I said, turn it on. Turn my face on. $400,000 up front.
Gotcha.
To do the project.
So it went from $25,000 to
$25,000 to $400,000. And then we want to do a 4-album deal. The increments went up to $600,000, $800,000, and $1.1 million. So that what kind of offers we was getting.
Gotcha.
So when I told the boys, I ain't even tell them about $25,000. I ain't want them to be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I came with the big thing.
Look, the parlay and them might not have been going for that.
Parlay them one day. Rob, we doing that a week. A week.
So check this out. You consider one of the godfathers of Atlanta rap, right? You one of the pioneers, man. Looking back on everything now, man, how do you feel about that? And looking at the industry now, are you proud of what's going on with you and where you left it?
You know what? I'm very proud because, do you know, it takes hard work to get the kind of stuff that we got out, the outcome that we got now. It took us doing what we did. And I wouldn't change it for nothing because the integrity, the money, the wealth, the knowledge in my head, you can never get rid of. I can do this over and over. I can do it in my sleep. That's why I was able to put out that many groups and make them stars like that. I was handpicking them because I wasn't going to put out no garbage. Just because you say I rap or I sing, I wasn't putting you out. I could tell you how to come out. As a matter of fact, to do that in bulk, I put it in a book. I said, you can buy my book and then show you how to put your record out and show you what you're supposed to get. Because I can't physically put out all the groups that came out of Atlanta. You're talking about 6,500 groups now. You know, I'm so proud of where we left the mark. When I was out, it was like 3 of us. Now it's like 6,500.
Yeah.
So imagine all those people that came on our backs and shoulders.
Yeah, you was one. You was the first. You was the first. Like I say, that Darren Fears. But I want to look. I want to take it back again. Let's go back to Freaknik '95.
Woo!
Freaknik '95. Now it was only a few songs out there playing in all the cars. One of the songs that was playing that had all the girls shaking their ass was "Toot That Booty Up."
Oh my God. Toot That Booty Up was so huge. And it was connected to the other song, We Wear Shorts. Oh my God.
You dare wear shorts.
She wears shorts. So you talking about Freaknik, they had the shorts on and they was tooting that booty up. Everybody had a contest. So I had 2 famous records at that time.
You was the soundtrack for Freaknik.
I was eating.
You was the soundtrack for Freaknik.
Yes.
One of the first artists on Atlanta radio at the time, at the strip club and the radio. How did you feel about that? Like you was the first on the strip club, radio,
It was phenomenal.
all that.
And I'm gonna tell you how I got hooked up with that. This is what I love. The first rapper in Atlanta was Mojo, but he was on AM station, WAOK.
Yep.
So AOK, people got away from AM stations. V103 came in, FM. So AM, you can hear 30, 40,000 people can hear it.
Yeah.
FM, you got 1.something million people listening to it. So it was a difference. I was on Kiss 104. They came in to be V103's competition. Because remember what we said, V103 was playing us only on Friday night from 10 to 12. Mitch Faulkner came in town, program director of Kiss 104. We went to the station, me and my brother went to the station. He walked in, I sat in the car. It was Friday, 4 o'clock, around between 4:30. He came out, he was looking happy. I said, what happened? He said he's gonna listen to the record. And I left my number, he got mine, we're gonna blah, blah, blah. We're gonna talk a little later. I left him the record, he listened to it, he vibed his head. And I said, cool. So we getting in the car. I said, well, I guess it's gonna be like B103, we'll be played on a Friday night. It was Friday, 5 o'clock. Kiss 104, 104.1. He said, this guy just came in the radio station, new independent record, Arvis record, name was King J. From this record, we about to see Atlanta, we about to put this on right now in the middle of 5 o'clock p.m. on Friday.
What song was it?
Raheem The Dream. My name, my first single with the girl singing it. It came on at 5 o'clock. He said, oh my God, I love that record. You'll be hearing from that record again. And an hour and a half later, it came on again, 6:30. Then at 9:15, it came on again. That's 3 times, and we just met this man. He called us the next morning. He called my brother. He said, are you ready? He said, what's going on? He said, get ready for a lot of orders. I'm putting your song on rotation. 39 times a week, you'll be hearing Raheem The Dream.
So check this out. Now that you're on the radio, I'm going to rewind. I know I keep rewinding, right? I totally forgot about the rap beef that you had with LL Cool J.
Now, I didn't have it with LL. Who had it with LL?
Who had it with LL? Wasn't you?
No. What happened was MC Shawty had used LL Cool J beat on stage. He was on Dear Yvette. He was rapping while DJ Man was mixing the record. He rapping on the
Got you. I don't know why I thought with that eliminator. That wasn't no low-key shot at him.
No, not LL.
Everybody thought that was a low-key shot at LL.
No, mine was saying I'm eliminating suckers. I was talking about all the competition that's coming. That includes New York.
Got you.
Atlanta.
Got you.
I was just going there and I ain't put nobody's name on it. So I said, I'm eliminating suckers. That's any suckers. I did and I can, and you're a witness, they be dazzled by only one man.
Yeah.
I was talking about me. You gonna get tore up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. Atlanta got a lot of influences, right? Who do you think is the biggest influence? Miami or Memphis?
Wow, that's an excellent question. They was rotating. Miami had it for a long time.
I was gonna say early Miami.
Early Miami, True Live Crew, Luke, 84 to probably to Freaknik to 97, and then Memphis just got it and rocked it all the way through the 2000s. So they rotated, but Miami
I go with
set
that.
it down.
I go with that because, like, I think our main thing back in the day, we did a lot of booty shaking. A lot of booty shaking.
So we was the #1 strip club city in the world.
Yeah.
Atlanta had 41 strip clubs. Name a city had 41 at the same time.
Yeah. What did Florida have? I know Florida
Miami
had
had
one
like
jump.
about 5. You can name them.
Yeah, Rolex.
Yep. Rolex, Coco, and a couple of them.
Yeah, and a couple others. Yeah,
And then,
we all know Rolex and Coco. So
Atlanta had them almost on every corner.
Yeah.
Everybody was going to the license place to get their permit.
Yeah, everybody did have
Flame.
Flame.
We had like about 25 white strip clubs, Cheetah, Gold Club.
So your song was playing in everything.
I was in every strip club. That was my radio station. We took our 12 inches to the strip club during lunchtime when nobody was in the strip club but the dancers and the DJ.
So check this out. A lot of people say that Shawty was Miami-style rapper, right?
Yeah.
But do you think that he doesn't, because he was born in New York, is that why he don't really get his props like he's supposed to get his props here in Atlanta?
See, what happened with Shawty, that's my closest homeboy in the game. What happened was Shawty wasn't getting the airplay in Atlanta on rotation at all. He never got rotation in Atlanta. I'm talking about ever. The mix your year. Shawty was signed to Foresight Records first in Florida.
Okay.
So he was getting all the Miami play, all of Florida. So they thought he was from Miami.
Okay.
So even Atlanta was like, did Shawty stay in Decatur? Didn't he go to Cedar Grove?
Yeah, he's Decatur.
Yeah. Well, he all over Miami, he all in Texas, and he all in California. I say because the record label signed to us there. So these are their outlets, their radio station that they blowing him up on. So that's why they thought he was from Miami, but he was born in New York, but lived and raised in Atlanta.
So check this out. We are going to get to some beef now.
Yeah,
So check this out.
Yeah.
At that time, Kilo was a goddamn pioneer.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? So Kilo was right behind you. Tell me about the beef with you and Kilo back then.
It's so funny because the beef started with Kilo and Sammy Sam. It was them two going at it. Every club, they going at it. And Sam would win because he was a freestyle phenom.
Yeah.
He'll talk about your mama, your shoes, your clothes, your daddy, your girlfriend you bought with you on the spot and it to a beat. You had to go home and write stuff about him so he would win in person. So Kilo kept writing. So one record Kilo came out, he did 9 artists on one record. And that includes Raheem The Dream. I said,
look, he done threw you up under the bus.
I know you and Kilo, Sam going at it, but you don't even know me.
He said, I'm going to take shots at everybody.
He said, well, I'm going to get in the game. I'm going to take shots at everybody. And the funny part about it is, he on the same label I'm on.
Get the fuck out.
Me and him the only 2 artists on the label.
Yeah.
And you threw my name in that record?
Oh.
I said, uh-oh. So I said, he probably was drunk or high, I don't know. We'll let it slide. The record ain't get no airplay.
Okay.
So they dissed him on the record on that, do you?
He came back again.
He came back again and said, I'm Kilo The Dream. I said, that's my name, Raheem The Dream.
Yeah.
I said, okay. I said, now I got to get him, y'all. So they say, what you going to do, Rock? I said, I'm not going to just mention him in a record. I'm going to make the entire record about him, right? I came out with cut him up, raw, cut his ass up, cut him up, raw. I said, since your name is Kilo, then you are zero. I say, flexing on the block, I smoke him up, cook him up, sell him like some rocks.
Yeah.
Took a whole kilo, you know what a kilo is, and broke him down and sold him like rocks. You know how much breaking down you got to do to sell a kilo into some rock?
You broke Kilo down to some Nick
bag. They like, God, dog, Kilo manager called me and said, hey, man, we've been in the studio for a week and a half trying to come up with a record. We can't, so we call it quit.
Say, they say, it's over with. You won.
So after that record, you never heard Kilo diss Raheem The Dream ever again. Find a record today. Find it.
So check this out, man. What's up? What's new for Raheem, man? What's next for you, man?
Oh, man. You know, I'm an author in the game, so I've been in it 40 years.
Okay.
I brought something to show you, man. I got it in my pocket. Bam. That man clean cut, sitting on that couch right there, y'all. That man clean cut and say the record.
You can let it go right there, Raheem.
Yep.
That camera right there.
Oh,
So let them know right now.
The record business. The uncut truth. The reason why I did that after 40 years, because people keep asking me the same question. I've been in the record game. I ain't made no money. Well, how do I make the money, Raheem? Where is the money? Am I getting robbed? Am I getting cheated on? Are the record label hoodwinking me? I say, look, these record companies are in business to make money, but you can get paid too. This company is a business where you can get paid publishing.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can get paid that but the writer. If you write these songs and you with a publishing company, ASCAP or BMI, they sending you a check every 30 days. All the airplay you hearing, sometimes you go, oh, I'm so sick of hearing that person's record. Well, they not. Because every time it's played, they getting paid.
Yeah.
You can do the same thing. So when you hearing these records coming on 3,500 times a week, like Beyonce and all these huge records, they not mad at all. Plus, it keep you on tour. It keep you getting endorsements like Nike, Pepsi, catalog commercials, Wheaties commercials. You seeing Shaq on everything, piece of commercial, Shaq everywhere. He typing, this man made $800 million.
Yeah.
And it didn't come from basketball. Okay? So you can make more money, so don't cry about these record labels getting so much money and I'm not.
You got to figure out, man.
Yeah,
You got to
figure out
it's
what
all about reinventing yourself.
Right.
It's all about reinventing yourself. But this last little part right here, man, I want to get into some personal things that you like. What's your favorite wing spot in Atlanta?
Oh my God. You know, I like Yassine's Wings. They got Alameen. They got a spot, Icarus, on it's Cleveland Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Icarus, I go over there and get me a 3-piece any time of day. They got the whole wings, y'all. They got them whole wings. They got the right battle. So I go over there a lot. There's some other little places I go to, but it was so funny.
I remember when you had a wing.
Dream Wings
truck.
and things.
There you go.
I make the coldest dream. We had to name them Dream Wings. I was in the house making some wings, shaking them up while the family looking at movies. And I said, I got a 50-piece coming over there. And they said, you made that many? I was like, yeah, it's 5 of y'all over there. It's 10 apiece. I set it over there with the sauce on. 15 minutes later, they said, you got any more? I said, that was 50. What you mean got any more? They tore them wings up. That's when I named them Dream Wings.
That when you went on the road.
I went on the road where I made a special sauce.
I want to ask you this too. I'm going to ask you a few more questions. Check this out. Name me your top 3 clubs in Atlanta that you used to hit and that you used to like to go to.
Oh my God, I love Club Illusions, The Gate, and my number.
The Gate, baby.
The Gate! Boy, 3,000 people outside.
Yeah, you already know The Gate right there on Columbia Drive.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
The Gate was ridiculous.
And my number 1 club of all time, 559.
I go 559.
My God.
I go 559.
559, Mike Cato. Mike Cato is a genius. He hired 12 of the biggest bodyguards in the world. They all 6'7", all about 280 solid.
They done ran my head into the door, throwing me out the club. Out there.
Look, you could be arguing with somebody and the argument is over in 2 seconds because they know y'all from the fight. They grab both of the people that's arguing and head them out the door. They heads open the door.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
They open the door with your head like this.
Bam. Then they throw you. I said, God damn, how many times you gonna run my head in
Right, I got a concussion now.
So I want to ask you this too. Give me your top 5 songs that had the biggest influence on the line.
Well, I can name some artists, but the songs, it's hard on the songs, but I can name the 5 top artists. And
you got to give me some songs too. Okay.
I'm gonna give you some songs. My artist is Outkast,
okay,
Pastor Troy,
okay,
Kilo Ali, Tag Team, and Young Dro. All five of them are totally different. Totally different. Because I got another crew of artists like Yin Yang Twins and Fabo and all them, but I had to give you my top five, like T.I. as well.
Okay.
Young Jeezy, oh my God, Jizzle just shut it down with his wordplay.
Give me 5 of your favorite songs that came out of Atlanta.
Atlanta, I'm gonna give you Ain't No More Playing GA. I always love that one. I love the Outkast, Me and You, Your Sister and Your Brother Too. It was so different, so creative how they put that together. I like Love in Your Mouth by Kilo, featuring Big Boy. A lot of people don't know Big Boy murdered his verse too.
Yeah.
So I'm pitching those. I love Yin Yang Style. I like the Whisper song. That was so different. You got a whole record on radio that people whispering, and it became number one. How can you dance to a whisper? That was creative. I also like my boy Freak Nasty with the dip. He had everybody dipping, and he stayed in Atlanta, but he's from Louisiana.
Everybody wanna know.
Can you get down low? Let me see now.
You know what I forgot while I was sitting here doing this? And this is one of the biggest parts of your life, man. It was when you had your brain aneurysm, man.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go back to that, man.
Oh, wow.
Because you really weren't supposed to be here right now.
Supposed to be here. I'm celebrating about 24 years right now, y'all, of Extra Life. And I tell you, it was 2004, 4th of July. I'm in the house by myself, and my head is throbbing like this. And it's in the daytime, pretty outside, maybe 70-something degrees. So I'm like, well, 80 around that time, July. So I go in the house and I lay down, take my aspirin, head still thumping. I wake up, my mother called me, Dr. Raheem, rest in peace. My mother had passed 5 years ago this year. So she called me from her first class reunion. She had never been. So my mom in her 60s at a class reunion. She said, how are you doing? I said, my head throbbing, Mom. I can't hardly see. She said, how bad is it? I told her, I've been laying down taking aspirin, Mama. It won't stop. She said, stay by the phone. I'm getting ready to call your sister to come over, and I'm giving a call 911, send an ambulance to you. I said, why? She said, you may be having an aneurysm.
She knew.
She called that from out of town at her class reunion.
Get down, P.
She called it, right, from right here. So I'm like, Mom, come. I'm going to fast forward too. I stayed in the hospital 90 days.
So let's rewind. So when she sent the ambulance, what was going on there?
At that time, my head was throbbing. My temperature was high as it can.
So they came in?
Yeah, they came in. The door, she told me to open the door for my sister. So the ambulance pulled up. I got an ambulance. They took me to South Fulton first, which is off Fairburn Road. They got me there, and they said, I don't think we don't specialize in what's going on with him. We can keep his body, we can keep it on ice.
Okay.
But we got to send him to Atlanta Medical.
Gotcha.
They specialize in brain surgery.
Okay.
So black doctor, Dr. Paul King, operated on me.
Shouts out to Paul King, bringing my boy back.
Right. So he said I was in the operation for 13 hours. And the reason why, say 10 hours we had to head open and we had solved the problem and it ruptured, a second rupture. So it had a double, that's why they call it double brain aneurysm. It ruptured why it was open, while my head was open, the other one, a vessel ruptured. He said, if it would have closed up, you wouldn't be here. While it ruptured, we fixed that up, close your head up, take you to intensive care so you can heal from there. I was in intensive care for 1 month straight, going up, down, up and down with my health. My mother was there every day. She come in, she said, I got a suggestion for the hospital. I want y'all to take my son outside. They said, oh no, we can't do that because he may die to be on the house.
She knew you need some of that sunlight on you.
Dr. Raheem, she said, well, she signed the policy that the general of the hospital gave her. If I pass, it's on her. They strapped me up, put me in a wheelchair. My mother rolled me out on Piedmont on the road, Peachtree Street. So she pushed me up and down the sidewalk every day for a week. I'm smelling God's air, taking in his sun, breathing that air.
With the people of the sun.
The hospital moved me out of intensive care to a regular hospital suite with a television and a window. They said, because whatever you did and God did, his lungs are clear. She said, I just did that because you doctors working in there every day, but y'all go home every day too.
Yeah.
Y'all get to breathe God's air. My son don't. So that's what got me out of there into my regular room. And 2 months later, I had to learn how to walk again because lay in the bed for 30 days, don't use these.
Yeah.
They no good. They gone.
Yeah, they gone.
So it took me about a month to learn how to walk from your door, your wall, to that door.
Gotcha.
Right? So I'm walking like this. My leg wobbling and shaking. I wouldn't eat the hospital food. I had lost 40 pounds. Wouldn't eat the hospital food. I said, what's wrong? Mama said, I got him. Mama bring me the broth from doing a Cornish hen, boiling the hen with onions and peppers in it.
Yeah.
Mama bring me the broth.
Yeah.
Right? And she make them homemade smoothies. That's how they came up with Fruit Choo Choo, her company. Gotcha. So she making fruit smoothies and chicken broth. And that's what I'm drinking and eating at the hospital.
Mama brought you back.
Brought me back.
Mama brought you back.
The day the hospital, the doctor came in, he said, the nurse said, he got his hands like this. He won't let me prick his fingers no more. And he closed his mouth. He won't let me take those big pills no more.
You was done with getting your fingers pricked?
No more pricking, no more pills. Doctor said, he said, that's good.
Yeah.
He said, go ahead on out, nurse. He said, why? He could feel the pain and he don't like the pill no more.
Yeah.
He's coming too.
Yeah, he's coming back.
So no more pills for him and no more pricking his fingers. A week after that, he came, stood on my bed like this. And he said, he asked my mom, he said, you ready to take him home? I said, yeah. He said, you can take him home today. After 90 days today. She said, well, get our pocketbook ready.
Yeah,
write down the prescriptions, everything. He said he don't need not an aspirin. Whatever God did and you did, he don't need an aspirin.
So how long was it before you hit the stage again?
The stage I hit was about 9 months later. Yeah, but 6 months after that is when I did the Yola deal. 9 months is because I had to learn how to walk again.
You a hell of a nigga that got down there. Son, look, this motherfucker had a double brain aneurysm and was signing the motherfucker 6 months later and back on the stage in 9 months.
Back on the stage and knew every song. You know why I knew every song? My mother asked what did I need in the hospital. She kept it on BET videos and had a CD player playing my music. And she said I asked for Bobby Womack Greatest Hits. So that's how I knew all my songs. I get out, I'm like, this for the girl with the short song, check it. I'm rapping all my songs, but I didn't remember my sons' names or my siblings' names when I was in the hospital. They bring him in the room, ain't no number, but mama face, they say, your 2 sons are here to visit you. I'm looking at them like, who are they and who are them ladies? That's their mothers, that's their mothers, that's their brother, that's their sister. I ain't know nobody. Had to bring the memory back, that's God through the memory, because people, when I was seeing them on stage, say, Rob, what up, baby? Hey, we went to school together, we worked together, what up? Tell my name, what up? I'm like, I know the face, but I don't know the name. No disrespect, I had a double brain aneurysm, right? And some stuff I just don't have back here, but I do know your face.
That's a hell of a story. That's a hell of a story. But check this out. We're going to wrap this thing up. But before you get up out of here, I got to get you to do something for my people. We got this thing called Frozen Flows. Woo! So I got to get you in the booth to rap two of your famous songs, 2 famous verses from me, man.
I would do
But I appreciate you coming through.
Thank you so much for having me, man. Love you.
Man. You my big bro.
Your show is #1, baby.
We are here to give artists like you your flowers because you were one of the ones that molded us and helped us to be who we are today, man. I appreciate you, brother. I love you.
Love you too.
Yep. There it is.
This is a Big Facts Network exclusive.